Rob, I also come from the world of pro wrestling. I spent a lot of time working in pro wrestling, and of course, every pro wrestling fan knows Princess Bride because of Andre the Giant.
Right.
How was it to work with Andre?
Oh, he was great. I mean, the guy was, the classic gentle giant. I mean, he really was that. I mean, he was the sweetest man, and he was so smart. I mean, really smart guy. He told us stories about when in this town that he was from in France, that he used to go to school, that Samuel Beckett would walk him to school. I mean, so these are the kind of influences he had. But he was an amazing guy, and one story, he also could drink pretty good. He was,
Yes.
He liked to drink once in a while. And one day he comes to work, and I said, Andre, what'd you do last night? He says, I went to the bar, had a couple of drinks. I said, well, what do you drink? He says, I had about 6 bottles of wine, 3 bottles of cognac. I said, Jesus. I said, you must have been drunk. He said, no, I don't get drunk. A little tipsy, but not drunk. So he was a great guy, though. Really sweet guy.
I mean, yeah, that's what everybody says. The drinking stories are legendary, where he would just throw back 100 beers in one sitting and be able to walk out with no problem. What an anomaly of a human being. And did you find because he wasn't a trained actor by any sense of the imagination, but he did come from the world of entertainment, from the pro wrestling aspect. Did you find that working with him on set in the scripted format, did he take to that well, or did it take a little extra direction?
He did eventually. I was nervous about going with him because he had never acted before, and when he came in and did the audition, I had him read a scene, and I couldn't really understand what he was saying. He was perfect for the part, but it was like impossible. And I said, Andre, this is going to be like a 15-week thing. You're going to be around. And he thought that he had to do 3 pages for 15 weeks. I said, no. You're throughout the whole script. This is just one scene. You're in the whole movie. He says, I do it, boss. And I went, oh, no, I don't know if I could do it. So what I did is I taped his entire performance. I put it on a cassette, and I sent it to him, and he listened to it over and over and over again. By the time he got to the set, he had it down. He had it nailed, and he was so good, because I thought, I'm going to have to loop everything. I'm going to have to replace his dialogue, but he was I didn't have to change a line, and he was perfect.